southern Scotland, where it's a gorgeous sunny day. I'm not sure about the signal strength here, because whenever I've been here before, it's not been brilliant, but I'm using a different phone company now, so maybe it'll be a little bit better, who knows. But isn't it gorgeous? There's some people swimming over there. Might have got out by now. And people moving a little bit ahead of me as well. So if you hear voices, that's what it's probably going to be. And in the loch, I've seen some fish already this afternoon, jumping on the loch. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the awards. And there's going to be otters here, I reckon. Frogs, maybe newts. There's dragonflies. And supposedly there's a bull as well living in the loch. A kelpie or a selkie. Or a water bull living in here, allegedly, in this loch. So we'll keep an eye out for that. They say that at least once a year it comes out of the loch and it grabs somebody and drags them down again. So that might happen. Oh, Big D, nice to see you here. Shall I name a few trees as we're going around the loch? Find some interesting trees, shall I? Maybe name them. So like I say, hopefully the signal is going to be okay, but just have to see how it goes. I'll go up rather than down for the moment. I'll go back down in a minute. See, there's a little causeway path sort of thing down there. Along this way. St. Patrick was a Scot. Well, there's theories about that. Senator. Yeah. Might have been a Roman descendant. But yes, it's St. Patrick's Day, so hello to any of my Irish viewers who might be watching. Let's stop a moment. My signal strength meter says great, if we can believe that. Can you hear the birds chirping? Might hear woodpecker, perhaps. Hello, junk food junkie. This is quite a nice tree. With some graffiti on it. I hear an insect. Something buzzing. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you very much. So I thought we might head up that hill there, because there's a hill fort, or was a hill fort on top of it. It's Cauldshiels Hill. How cold is it there right now? Well, the air temperature is about 12 degrees. It's pretty warm. It's pretty warm, and the water is warm enough to go swimming in, Because as I say, there was some people swimming at the other end down there when I walked past. Hello, Hamed. So I would say it's the first really nice warm day of spring. I probably don't need my hoodie on actually, or my hat. Because it's nicely warm down here, but it might be a little bit windy and a little bit cooler up on top of the hill if we're going that way. There's a nice, interesting tree with lots of graffiti on it. Can't make out much of it. There's a DW there, certainly. Cast replay, okay. Let's see. What's this? Does that say PM 1911? Or does it say PM 1983 perhaps? That's a Moggs. This tree very much alive, of course. E. McC. Thank you, D. What shall we call this tree then? These, oh yeah, well they'll start to come out soon. There's another one with lots of graffiti on it. The leaves will start to come out soon. I can't quite see any buds on this tree, but yeah. So, I mean, they don't get into a proper full leaf for probably a month or two. It's still possible that the temperature is getting below zero overnight sometimes. Last night it was down to 2. So it's not so much the daytime temperature as the issue is the nighttime temperature. Tree face. From people defacing the tree face. Einstein because of the E. Well, it kind of is. If that's CC, then that's C squared, isn't it? Einstein, maybe. Let's see if I can get down here without sliding. Joe. Is there a Joe in here? It might be. Tom. L.R. Hearts. H.W. I think. Tony Montana. Scareface. Yeah, certainly been scarred. Strangely, it's easier to read, I find, whenever I'm looking at graffiti like this. I find it's easier to read on the screen than in reality, for some reason. I think those wild swimmers have gone. They were discussing waterproof mascara as I went past. When will I resume Tuesday breakfast and sketching? Well, the provisional set of dates for when things can reopen just came out yesterday. The First Minister went into some detail about that, and she suggests, I think, April the 29th, I think, was the date for reopening cafes and pubs and whatnot. I think that's right. So maybe end of next month. We'll see. Hello, Providence. Francisco in Providence. Is that Rhode Island? Is that right? I've asked you that before. It'd be nice to see a bit of frog spawn in the shallows. Nice trees up there. The tree's practically in the water, isn't it? I wonder if we stay here long enough, we might see some splashes in the water from the fish. Roughly around April 29th, we'll get to see which piece of pie you get. Well, hopefully, I'm not going to be in too much of a rush to get back into the public places. My thinking is that the first couple of weeks they're probably going to be quite packed, which I don't want. You know, I don't want to be in a packed place, even if I've got my vaccine by then. I don't really want that. So I might not be in too much of a hurry to return as soon as I possibly can. I think that's the most sensible approach. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And of course, things might change before then. Just have to play it by ear a little bit. Might there be a rabbit hole down there? Look at the bark on that. That's beautiful in the sun. Oh, Helen. It's gorgeous. Look at the natural lines on it. So I might restart and go up the hill, up to the hillfort. You can see where it is in that dark area up there. The hillfort was on top of that. So I think when we get around there, or when we get up there, I might restart. Let's throw my Widdens on, that's right. I thought all teachers got the COVID shots already. Well, I'm a tutor rather than a teacher, so I don't work in schools with school pupils. So I don't count for that reason. Dangerous animal. Yeah, I infected with COVID 3 weeks back. You have mild symptoms. Thank God, fully recovered now. Okay, I'm glad you recovered, Hamid. Only mild symptoms, that's good. Isn't that beautiful? There's those people over there. Let's zoom in. Hello, J Opera. Never gets old. You sure? It's a nice place to sit. I shouldn't sit, of course, because I'm doing exercise, but, you know. Hello, Tonya. It is a very pretty place. Look at the mirroring of the hill and the water. Get first dose of vaccine yesterday. Good. Good stuff. The sooner people get it, the better. It is rather wonderful, isn't it? I like the colours of the water. I think not enough people pay attention to the colours. Oh, Gary. You like to rest during exercise? I'm not sure. And the COVID-19 back in January, it was no joke, thank goodness. I recovered from it. And you're doing well now. Good. Good. Well, good that you've recovered, of course. Not good that you've got it. Look at that contrail. I've seen a couple of those curved contrails today. aircraft must be doing a turn up there for some reason. Let's see if we can spot any frog spawn. Have another look. I don't think so. Yeah, it's talking about the colours of the water. People don't associate water with colours, but all a colour is a particular wavelength, of light reflected off a surface. So, I mean, just like a wall is coloured, the water is coloured as well. So the water changes colour. You only think of it as the colour of the reflection, but it's exactly the same, whatever kind of reflection on whatever surface. So I like looking at the colour of water. And I like looking at the shapes that it makes with the reflections. It looks kind of like a spear tip, doesn't it? Massive spear tip, I think. This time last year I was in Australia. It's weird getting those look back timeline. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just about the time when we were noticing it more and starting to lock down. Just the tip. That's all you need, isn't it? A big long shaft. Oh, Joel, seems like any water, creek, river, lake, ocean connects you to nature. Absolutely does, yeah. The only person I know of that knew water had different shades of colour was Bob Ross, and he used them in his paintings. Perfect. It's a pretty good reflection, isn't it? I've made you. It's pretty nice. Signal strength meter says fair, by the way. What's the picture like? I think we can take the low road here rather than going up that way. Just heard another insect. Might have been a bee or a wasp. Sounded like a bee. The water level is low enough that we can take the path right on the water's edge. Hopefully without falling in. Look at that geology. Now, the root of this bush looks like a water snake there, doesn't it? Another beautiful little tree. This looks like a beach. Do I know if Vegan Doe came over to Haps or not? I think so. People must have been climbing this and writing their names. Amy 4KH, that one says. Zien, or is it Zew? Was here. Hey, Tony, we do have a Scarface. I'll try climbing just a little bit. Do it one-handed, or no-handed even. Difficult. I have a feeling it will fall off. Careful. Yeah. I best not go further up, I don't think. Difficult when you've only got one hand to use. Yeah, I can get up that way if I had both hands, but when I'm holding my phone, yes, there's people been scratching the names right up there. Nice tree for climbing. Just roots extending uphill. Amos 2383, that says. Can you see that? So what's that? 29 years old, almost. What's the date today? Is it 16th or something? 17th. You can hear all the beech nuts cracking under my boots. Indicating it's a beech tree. Hear voices again. Picture still okay, is it? Hello, Brandy. How's Phoenix? Wow, can you hear those people? They're right the way across the other side of the water. For the water carries the sound very well. What do you think will be the first thing you do if things return to normal? That's a good question. I put on my Twitter today a replay of when I was at the National Museum of Scotland. Wishing I was back there. Noisy gets, yes. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure. Like I was saying, I'm not in a massive hurry to get back into the cafes and so on. I think probably, I don't know, I was going to say go back to work, but I'm not sure if that will happen very quickly. I'm not sure. You want to hug people again? I'm not in any hurry to do that, to be honest. That's not top of my list. Got to move and then book a trip somewhere. That sounds nice. Have you got somewhere in mind, Tonya, that you want to go? Or a kind of film you want to see, perhaps? Step back this way so this person can pass nicely. I hear another bee, but I can't see it. It'd be nice if I could. Yes, I am. To be fair, I certainly am. Live, definitely. Thanks for being here. Thank you for watching Junk Food Junkie. At the risk of more smutty comments, I'm going to stroke some more wood. This is very rough. But you know, again, at the risk of more smutty comments, some people like it rough. Last person I hugged, except your kids, was a year ago in Australia. Last person, it was an Australian. You can peel. Yes, I would rather hug trees than people. That's perfectly true. Trees are much nicer than people. This is a Scots pine, by the way, I think. I think a Scots pine. I'll give it a hug. And if I hug the tree. Is that nice? Yes. Any movie, says Tonya. Almost any movie. And you want to go to France, practice your French. Wow, last person you hugged was an Australian. It's another Scots pine. It's at a bit of an angle. That's the contrail there. But I don't see the airplane now. Hello, Rev Rob in Northfield. Where's Northfield? That's a very generic name, isn't it? Where's Northfield? Right, generic English-speaking world name, perhaps. These must have been planted a few years ago. Minnesota. Minnesota. Have you got snow there still? You do. How's the lag doing at the moment? The comment lag. Shall we do a test? Does somebody want to say leopard? And then I shall point it out when it arrives. I'll give you a moment to remember how to spell leopard. Leopard. There we go. It says Rev Rob. Seems pretty quick. It does seem a lot faster than it has been, that's for sure. They say they've been working on it. They say that they've improved the speed. Leopard says Helen. Leopard says Brandy. Yeah, it's definitely better than it was, that's for sure. Is it quick enough for playing quizzes and stuff? It might be. It might be. Leopard says Tonya. All spelled correctly. Well done. Did you notice? Now look at that, and then look at that. Notice how these ones here are sun bleached. Oh, there is an insect just hovering around. I think it's flown away. There's an insect just looking at my phone. Right, okay. It's on. Hang on, there it is. There. What's that? Oh, off it goes. Temperature is about 12 degrees, so it's all right. So that's nice. Nice that we've got flying insects around. Sign of spring. And connection video has improved greatly, but this video is acting up by enjoy. It'll be because of the position where we are. There's not much in the way of telecommunications infrastructure around. But if we go up the hill, which we will, your lag is about 25 seconds, evidently. That's not very good. Maybe if you try going out and coming back in, that might help. Because obviously other people are a lot faster than yours. See how the fence extends into the water? There's a stile there. And a wide open gate. Say a word again. What we have. Let's try the word Guatemala. and we'll see how quickly you can do that. Guatemala, says Helen. Guatemala, says Tonya. Come on, man, says Brandy, who's obviously much slower for some reason. Tesla, I guess. Quite. Have I ever tried broadcasting portrait mode? Yes, I have. A simple word. Well, at least that tells me you knew what it was and you'd heard it. Much quicker that it has been, but yes, it is much quicker than it has been, absolutely. I want to check the time. It's 2:37. Okay. 23 seconds. It's not brilliant. The loch gets prettier and prettier as you go further up. Say hard. Okay, a simpler word. A nice simple word. What will we have? Hello, Dynamie. Bonjour. A simple word like France. We'll see how quickly we can do that. So we'll head up to the hillfort. France. There's Helen. Okay, that was a lot quicker. That was only like 10 seconds, I think. France, says Brandy. Bonjour. Okay, up we go. I shall turn you around so you can see the view behind me as we're climbing. Because in front of me, just grassy hill. 7 seconds. There you go. France, says Tonya. That was a lot longer. I think Tonya must have connection issues. Now, I don't know, but I assume that the HAPS servers will be in California, I guess. So it's not that people who are geographically closer to me will be quicker. Do you think you could ever go back to clean shaven? Yeah, probably not. I might do, but I'm okay with my beard at the moment. I think it puts an extra 5 years on me, something like that, which I don't mind. Every day is like that for you, okay. Maybe it's your ISP. You should keep the beard, do you think so? Oh, I quite like it. Because you're in California too, yeah, exactly. I think it's irrelevant really where you are located. The satellites, etc., will only take wherever you are in the world. It will only take a second or two, I think. So it's not that. Yes, I have portrait broadcasts, but normally when I'm outside, at least when I'm on the land, up for a landscape. So it makes sense to me, I reckon. More aircraft up there. I need about another 100 viewers to do the HAPS challenge. this week, today or in the next few days. So I think what I'll probably do is just stay on for the moment to see if I can get up to 250. I wonder how many are broadcasting. Could be. Might be that. Shouldn't be. But maybe. Now, do you hear those birds there? Can you hear that? I'll cover the microphone a little bit. I think that's a skylark. Try to cover out the microphone a little bit more, shielding it from the wind. Can you hear it? A very complicated, very high song. And they're normally about 30 metres up into the sky. Skylark. And they're hard to see against the blue sky. But I think a lark kind of hover. I'm not seeing them. If anybody would like to come in and join me, you could do. I could accept one, no, Twitter. I could accept one guest if you were to want to do that, if anyone wishes to do that. Flick around because it's quite an interesting looking gate. I think. If we look through it, we get a nice view of the loch. Just there. It's quite a nice view, isn't it? It's pretty. I'm using a gimbal or holding wobble in my hand. DNSMS. Just my very steady grip. Can come in if you want a guest and no one else, if nobody else volunteers. Wow, such enthusiasm. Let's see. There. That's how you do it. Now, gate is low. It's interesting. Bottom of the dettle. But I think what we'll do is we will step over the gate rather than unlock it. But looking at you, and you remind us know what people want. Well, you know. Ah, yes. Look. Now, what do you reckon? Swans or people at the far end of the loch, or possibly water bull? What do you think? I think the people weren't wearing white. They were wearing black wetsuits, I think. So I reckon they might be swans. The grass here looks quite dry. I was expecting it to be wetter than that, but I'm pleased. Right, let's make a bit of progress going up. Daleks. What, does it sound bad? Oh, Daleks in the loch, you mean? Well, you do get white Daleks, don't you? Yeah. Perhaps. See a better view of it again. Further up. Hello, Dylan. Mr. Frosty. There's Helen.
How's it going?
Okay. Oh,
Catch your breath.
yes. You can speak for me.
I'll just sit here and observe while I drink my coffee, you know.
You can narrate for me if you want.
I don't know where we are. What is it we're looking at?
Well, this is it's Cauldshiels Loch,
Right.
which is a medium-sized loch in the southern uplands. There we have Migo Hill.
Okay.
With Wallace's putting stone on top.
Got you.
Nothing to do with you.
Nope. It's not my putting stone.
No, that is the Black Hill at Alston.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got, well, more views as I get further up.
Yep. I know which general direction you're in now when you said, you know, Meagle's over that way.
Yeah, Meagle's over that way.
Yeah.
Meagle's behind me. So we're heading towards Selkirk.
Got you. Suddenly it all becomes clear.
Good, good. Should I be navigating by the broadcast towers?
Yep. We're always at the highest point.
We have the Langley transmitter there.
Yep.
And the Meagle transmitter up there. And those are the only ones you can see here.
Yeah. Cool. Excuse me.
But we're not too far from the top. We'll see more.
Dylan Frosty asks, how high are you? And he's not talking about drugs. He's talking about the hill. Well, I'm presuming he's talking about the hill.
Yeah, not very. It's not a very high hill. It's, let's see, hang on. I've gone up 124 metres. So from the bottom of from the loch, or from where I started, which would be a little bit lower, I've climbed 124 metres.
Does that answer your question, Dylan?
So now we can see the Eldons, so we get a better idea of where we are. And we'll walk over to the hillfort, which is just on that kind of crag, and have to avoid all the cow effluvia. Yeah,
let's not land on your arse in the cow crap. That would not be good.
Effluvia, yes.
Your arty-farty words. Hi, Chris. How's it going? Andrew's doing all the hard work, so we don't have to.
Hello, Denver. We're not as high as Colorado, that's for sure.
Colorado, Rocky Mountain High.
Thank you for that.
Well, I know that you wouldn't do it, so I thought I'll do it instead.
That's very kind of you.
You sound like you've got the sniffles. You all right?
No. It's just because I'm breathing harder than usual. That's all.
All right, just take a moment, wipe your snotty nose, catch your breath.
I'm fine, thank you.
We're all good. It is a glorious day today, actually. It's lovely.
All right, let's get over this gate as well.
No, he's not unfit. He's just climbed. He's just told you how high he's climbed.
No, I'm not unfit.
Absolutely not.
Monday night into Tuesday morning, overnight, I kind of accidentally walked a half marathon without really meaning to.
Accidentally.
So no, accidentally.
How does one
unfit.
accidentally walk a half marathon, Andrew? How does that happen?
Well, because I was listening to a podcast when I was out walking.
Oh, okay.
And I was just kind of not really paying much attention to where I was going and how long I was out. And I saw from my watch that I'd done 15 kilometres, and I thought, how far is a half marathon? It's only another 6 kilometres, I can easily do that. So, yeah.
It must have been pretty enthralling if you were so wrapped up in it that you just kept walking.
Well, it's about the news.
It was about what, sorry?
It was about the news.
It was about the news.
So, hillfort, look.
Hi, Rob.
See here, you can see this ditch showing you from down here.
That's cue for another song. Rob says, see you take away men's breath. I want to sing the Berlin song, but I promise I'm not going to do that in your ear hole.
Good. So, ditch or henge here, defensive structure for the small hill fort on the top. And it's very clear that there's an inner ditch and then a raised berm sort of thing, and then another ditch there, and they're definitely not natural from the shape of them. So that definitely indicates prehistoric hill fort.
Prehistoric.
Yeah, well, it'll be contemporaneous with the probably contemporaneous with the hill fort on top of the Northfield in there. So something like 2,000 to 3,000 years old, I would imagine.
Hi, Benito. Hi, Paula. How are you doing? Hope your day's going well. Andrew's catching his breath.
Is the split screen you feed? Not really.
You can take me off the screen and have me audio only if you want to, Andrew. Oh, your audio's picking up.
I can remove you. Do I need to do this?
No, just take me off, and then I can't do it. Okay. I can't do it because I'm not director. I don't think I can drop myself. You need to take me out, but I can stay audio only.
I shall remove it. Well, I don't know how to put you audio only though.
No, if can you not just press on my blue box and it'll take me out?
You don't have a blue box. You've got a box showing your picture.
Because we're not on desktop, because you're on mobile. You should be able to just press on me.
Yes, I can remove you. Look, I'll remove you. I shall prove it. Okay, ready?
Bye.
Gone. Definitely. Anyway, yes, so I was showing. And so we've got the defensive ditch there, and just over this side, you've got a very, very steep, rocky approach, which makes it impossible for people to get up this way. Better on desktop, yeah, but I can't really take a desktop up to a hill fort like this. So this side, next to impossible to assault the fort. Whoops. Careful. Up here. Yes, I took it one out. That's right. So nice and safe from there. There's the loch. But I think, let's see, looking at the time, it's almost 3 o'clock. It's time for me to go back down and go home. So I think I want to do that. But it's pretty, isn't it? It is pretty. So I haven't hit the 250 viewers today, so I'll have to try again. For the Haps challenge, yes, I did say that. I'll have to try again next day or two. I might show the sunset or the sunrise or How can we share it out? You can tweet it out. I think I tweeted this, so you could retweet me if you wanted to do that. I think I did that. Or I've put this on my YouTube. I'm currently live on my YouTube, so you could share my YouTube video if you want to do that. Share a link to it onto Facebook or something like that. Yeah, there's plenty of ways. There's another loch down there. Hello, Rabner. But I'm going to stop here now. I'm going to cease broadcasting. I'm going to hats off. And like I say, go home. Because I should have done my exercise by now for the day. So thank you for watching again, everybody. Thank you for walking with me. Thanks for your comments and all of that. Keep it running. No, I shall stop. Because I'll be quicker on my own. Look, there's my shadow. Zoom in on my shadow. There, I'm waving at you. Bye, everybody. See you all later. Have a nice day. Have a nice Wednesday. And I'll see you again. In a day or two, I guess. Cheery bye, everyone.